How's it going, everybody? My name is Corey, and welcome back to College Football 27 Dynasty mode. We are back in at week 2. We're going to be doing things a little bit different here. As I just bought a new microphone. Before, I was just recording on my phone. At this time, I haven't released any videos, but I'm still working on those, so those will be out shortly. Alright, little update on what we got going for recruiting. I'm looking at this guy, Nate Vitito. I think that's how you say it. He's a junior college sophomore. He's a wide receiver speedster. I think he'd be nice to have on our team. He's got a 96 speed rating, so I think that's going to be amazing for us in this dynasty. 95 acceleration. He's got lower route running, but I mean, I think that speed's going to make up for it. He's going to be a valuable asset for our team. Then going to Jaden Durant for halfback. He's got 87 speed, 87 acceleration. When the runs to get him as well. This guy, we're not even... We might have to drop out here as Stanford's taking the lead there, so... Same here, we're in 8th place, and I think we got a pretty good running back in Jaden Durant here, so... we've been locked out from this guy, Shakir Riggins, so we'll just take him off the board. So I figured we'd target this guy. He's got an 85 speed, which is pretty nice, 78 tackle. And then he's got 2 mentals, winning time and team player, and his hidden dev trait. So hopefully we can make this guy one of our cornerstone pieces. Probably won't get in here because they've got a 5 pipeline and they already gave him an offer. Randy Null, yeah, no, we weren't. I mean, he's got 85 throw power and 78 speed. He was something that I was kind of curious about, but I think as far as QB, we might look later on. So we're just going to take him off the board. And yeah, this guy, I mean, he's a 4-star. He's got no offers yet, which we might just... I don't know if we're going to make any progress there. We'll see here. He's a dual threat quarterback, so I might... See, I'm not going to float him any scholarship. I'm just going to wait that one out. I heard that if they don't have any offers and you don't offer them a scholarship, but you put hours into them, it very well might get you up there. So we'll keep hours on this guy for now, and we're going to get right into it. Here we go. Excited to be at home after the last week loss on the road. Hopefully we can get some things going, get an early lead, and get some of these underclassmen up as FCS Northwest kicks off. We'll try to get a decent return here, and that should have been a face mask. Kind of looked like it. I don't know. Maybe watch the replay. No, I'll leave it. Hopefully we can get going on offense pretty quickly as we get a huge run. Huge gain. He's still going. He might take this to the house. And he's in. Touchdown. Oregon State. We get the first touchdown of the night on a beautiful run by Cornell Hatcher Jr. That's what I was hoping to see last week from this guy, but we couldn't really get any decent production on the ground. I mean, we had a lot of yards to show for it, but that was between 3 backs, so amazing run here. Beautiful blocking up front by the line, and he just takes off, shows off his speed. Going to take the ball out of the end zone here, and that's a horrible mistake. He only gets to the 13-yard line. Really hoping to see some big plays by this defense here against this FCS team. Run up the middle. And we get to the quarterback, Takari Hickle. Sorry, left edge, but he made a couple big plays last week. He'd be going to roll out. Going to give it right back to our offense. Nice stop here by this defense. And Aaron Hampton gets up to about the 18-yard line. What a beautiful return there by our #1 wide receiver. He was kind of quiet last game, didn't really have much attention over there. As the ball's handed off. And Hatcher gets a couple yards. And we're going to hand off here to A.J. Newberry. It's another run by Newberry. Murphy to throw on the outside, gets it to his big tight end, who gets it down to the 1-yard line. What a great play there. As we have an injured player. So 2nd and goal here at the 1-yard line. Going to hand it off up the middle. Touchdown. Hatcher Jr. has his 2nd touchdown on the night. I'm telling you, I really love my run game. As we get a little update here on Eric Olson was the one who got injured. And we're going to make this a 14-0 game here. Handoff up the middle. 2-yard gain for this Northwest team. They audible, change the play. It's a RPO play out to the flat, and he gets a nice gain there. Down to pass, and Takari Hickle with another sack. This guy is a beast off the edge. I'm hoping to see a lot of production from him this year. It's going to audible again. Another. Back our guys up here. Motion. Out to the flat. He goes up. Nowhere to go. He gets the pass off, and that's going to be a 4th down. And get the ball right back. This is exactly what I wanted for this game. Aaron Hampton, huge run. And off up the middle to Newberry. Lots of runs here from this team so far. And we're going to get it out to the flat here to Hatcher Jr., who breaks a tackle. Murphy to hand off. Hatcher Jr. gets up the middle. Gonna send a man in motion. Hand it off up the middle. Gets stuck on his own guy. Murphy keeps, and he's just down in the backfield. Hopefully we can at least get some yards here, as our kicker is not really good enough to drill anything. Get a nice play up to Xavier Nolan. Our head coach is extremely aggressive. Chief Squanto on the sidelines. Extremely aggressive guy. As Newberry gets the first down to the 27-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter. Pretty solid game here so far for the Beavers. Got 100 rushing yards, 24 passing yards, and running a lot. Leak the throw underneath. Gets it to Butler, who makes a man miss. Gets it down to the 6-yard line. What a huge play. And it's a pitch to the outside, and Hatcher Jr. has his 3rd touchdown of the night. So let me know, guys. I've been traditionally going back after the fact, doing play-by-play calls. And now I'm doing the live recording here as Dakari Hickle makes another huge stop there. But I'm kind of trying something new. I think I'm going to roll with this moving forward. It kind of conserves the time. Looking to run again. Gosh, what a solid start for this defense here, as they have been able to get nothing here. Aaron Hampton to the return here. Murphy to throw. Throws it to the outside to Roof. But he was a pretty big part of our offense. As Hatcher gets the first down. Really solid start to this game. So we hand off again. Hatcher gets up, and he gets 6 yards out of it. And what do you know? It's another run to the outside. Hoping to get some more points here to show up this FCS team. And Newberry just misses the ball. We're going to send our kicker out here, and it's going to be pretty rough. Oh, barely missed it. Might have been a bad decision. They get the run off. Shaw with the tackle. And it's a pitch outside. Vadraule. That field goal attempt proves to not be the bad decision here, as our defense is just on fire. Spin move. And Murphy looking to throw underneath to his tight end, Olsen. Nice gain here by Hatcher Jr. Another handoff up the middle. AJ Newberry's got some yards. He breaks a tackle. It's down to the 27-yard line. Huge run for this offense. Like I said, I'm a big run guy. I love running the ball. I don't know if it's like broken in this game or what, but Murphy's going to get it. And Newberry up the middle. Now we're in field goal range. Hatcher Jr. gets up, and he gets another first down. Killing that clock. Want to make sure this is the last play of the half here. Or last drive of the half, I should say. As Malik Murphy has a lot of time, and he's just going to run it in. So much for killing the time. 28-0 if this kicker can put it through. And here's that beautiful camera angle again. College football 27, baby. All right, let's make this beautiful. So they're coming out and empty here. They're gonna throw it underneath. Get it underneath, breaks the tackle here, trying to get out of bounds, and he gets down. The call, hurry up here. Like the ball, decent protection. Gets it to the outside. Oh, dominance shown here by Oregon State. Gets it up to the flat, and he's going for a decent chunk of yardage. Gets out of bounds. Trying to get some points on the board here with 7 seconds. Maybe get a short pass in here. As he does, and he gets laid out. 1 second on the clock. And he does. What a nice leg. Our guy doesn't even have that good of a leg. So they get their first 3 points on the board here going into half. Pretty solid start here for our team. Super excited to see what's to come in the second half. So we take a break here to look at some stats and news updates as Texas takes down Ohio State 22-19. Let's see, Penn State with the loss to Temple. Huge loss there. Alabama losing to Kentucky. It's another big game. And the talk about today has been the running game. 130 rushing yards, 12 attempts, and a 10.8 average with 3 touchdowns for Cornell Hatcher Jr. Putting up very solid stats here. Hopefully we can see more of the same on defense. Well, and offense too. And another huge kick. See if they return. And no, they do not. Pass to the flat here. We're really bringing it to him this game, as it's a rollout pass, and he's just gonna throw it away. They need to prove to everybody that they can do what they need to do, and they've just done that this game. Send a man in motion. He's gonna step up in the pocket and just miss throws. Big guy returning, Aaron Hampton. As we get a little play action here. The rollout. Murphy running down the field. He's going to slide down with a huge gain and a first down. Hatcher with another huge gain. Hatcher up the middle. Murphy to throw. Losing time, he's going to run. And he breaks the tackle, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Malik Murphy on the touchdown. He just sees an opening and takes advantage of it. Breaks a couple tackles and makes it right into the end zone. Now it's 35-3 here in the third quarter. They're going to run it the first play of the drive, loses 3 yards. Design screen pass. See if they can get anything going on 3rd and 12. And they do not, as we get a huge sack in the backfield here. Ray John Davis with a huge sack. Gonna force him to punt inside the 10-yard line. Hampton to return. Jukes out a man, breaks a tackle, and he gets a short gain here. All right, let's see if this offense is going to slow down any as we reach the halfway mark of the third quarter. Huge catch by Fro. Gets a nice solid first down. Run up the middle here. He's up to 160 yards on the day. And see if they pick it up here. As Murphy sees some room and he gets a first down. Newberry run up the middle. Murphy to throw. Throws to his tight end short. Olsen. Still a solid gain. Gets 3rd and inches here. Hatcher Jr. Murphy to throw. As Hatcher Jr. gets up to the 12-yard line. Defense crashes down the middle. Murphy trying to get the ball off, and it's 4th and 2. First stop here for this defense. And the kick is up and good. Another huge kick by Windsor. See if this team can get any yards on offense as they run the ball up the middle. So the Beavers have a huge lead going into this 4th quarter. They have 262 rushing yards, yet 85 passing yards. And we have a huge play by this FCS team. And he almost gets a touchdown out of it. Get first big play for this team. So we're looking at 1st and goal on the play action. Looking for somebody. Almost picks it off. And we have an injury here. Back to pass. Nowhere to go. And it's picked off. Aiden Sullivan. Gonna take a knee in the end zone. And we're gonna get a look at our first chainsaw action this game. As the interception comes from Aiden Sullivan, one of our biggest players on defense. As now we're gonna look at the backups here. Coach feels like he has a pretty good lead. And he does, as McMillan gets a huge gain. All the way down to the opponent's 48-yard line. What a way to flip field position. We've got 1st and 10 here. McMillan gets another handoff. We get a look at Afalava, the backup. Afalava has nowhere to go. We've got a 2nd and 19 here. And they're going to get nowhere. Afalava deep. The pitch outside as McMillan gets out. Hand off to McMillan again. Another handoff. They get another touchdown. This is all but over. Sorry, not all but over, but you know what I mean. As Afalava gets in for the score. And there it is. Pretty hard for the comeback for this FCS team. Another big kick. He's going to take it out of the end zone, though. They're going to hand it off to... Barely gets the play off here. So he's looking underneath. Almost picked off again. UB steps up. As Durant has a huge return here. Gets it all the way down to the 27-yard line. And off to Glass up the middle. But nonetheless, we got the job done and got the win here. Week 2. $174 rushing yards there. 18 carries. Huge game. Aflava had a score. Malik Murphy had a score. That play right there was about the only bright spot for this FCS team. Because they got him down to the 4-yard line, but then they threw the interception. And there you have it. End of week 2 and on to Oregon. They're going to play at our house. And I'm really hoping to bring out a win here in this first season as we play the 15th ranked Oregon Ducks. If you like this type of content, please leave a like and let me know what you thought of this video down below. All your feedback is greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss next week's game against Oregon. It's going to be a huge game, the Civil War game, so you wouldn't want to miss it. I really appreciate all you guys. Yeah, thank you all for watching.